Hello everybody, welcome back to Supersonic Station. Today's update week we have the return of the Clockwork stuff, so the Steampunk event. Clockwork Shadow is back. We got, what's his actual name? Steampunk Silver, and we have Steampunk Sonic. And we also unlock Dieselpunk Knuckles in the Sonic one. We don't have anything extra in Silver, but we do have 2 in the Sonic one. Now Sonic's one is Sky Rings to start off with. Silver is normal rings, and the first one of Shadow is Complete Tornado Assault, which is this mini game right here. And that's actually quite simple. You just have to complete the game mode, go through it once, and then you're through to the next section. This one's rings, obviously, and then this one's Sky Rings. Now, Sky Rings and rings you can all get within this game mode. So, if I were you, I would make good use of this game mode right here. Now, when you're in here, you're going to want to try and get as many badniks as you can. You can actually hold down the shooting button to spam the shooting and the firing. You want to make sure you get as many of these Sky Rings as you can, and rings, as long as you're close to them, you should have a powerful enough magnet to pull them towards you. So just hold down the fire buttons, aim for the Sky Rings, and you'll get the best results possible. Now the next one I've actually done quite a bit of anyway, so defeating badniks with a tornado. Now we can test that actually, because you can get out your own tornado like I just did there, and you might not have to do it in the game mode itself. This one is destroy badniks, which you can also do in the plane, which is essentially the same thing. And Silver is obviously we're still on the same one, so rings. So let's test that out right now. If we get out our plane and go into the air, we'll come to these badniks down here. That does, I assume, both of them. Yeah, it does. So the best technique you want to do, whatever one you have unlocked, you want to go Emerald Hill, or you want to go Pumpkin Hill, because there are lots of badniks there. I usually prefer Pumpkin Hill though. And we could do the same technique as we were doing earlier. We're going to get out the plane. We're not going to crash. We're going to spam the button. And we're just going to do this all the way around. If you watched my other video when we were doing badniks in this area, you should sort of know my route if you used my route. So sort of go on the same route, but we're just using the plane as well. Now for the next part in the Steampunk Sonic section, we can unlock the Dieselpunk Knuckles next if we collect 5,000 Chaos Orbs. Now this one, you're normally going to take maybe about 10 minutes collecting orbs, which you can do the normal way where you just run around and collect orbs, or go in auto run. It might take a lot longer doing that though. Silver is still pretty much the same because we haven't really been doing that much, so that's rings. And the Clockwork Shadow is to get points in Tornado Assault. So this, you're going to want to go into Tornado Assault. You're going to do it quite a few times, a lot. Because as you can see, in roughly one time I went in there, I think I got around about 900-ish points. If not maybe 1,000 or close to 1,000. So you're looking at going in there maybe maximum 10 times. It should be underneath that, but I want to say a maximum 10 times. But for now, we're just going to collect all the Chaos Orbs, and while we do Chaos Orbs, we'll also collect the rings. So hopefully that puts the Silver up. Okay, so I haven't finished the Steampunk Sonic Gathering Chaos Orbs, but I did finish the collecting rings on Steampunk Silver. And you have to gain a Tornado Assault score of 8,000. Now on Shadow it was 5,000. So if you do those together, you obviously get Shadow's part done there, the next part done, and you'll have a little bit more to go with Silver, but you can get those done at the same time. Right, I have now done that and have Steampunk Knuckles, which I forgot I had already before. So this is how he looks. Here he is. Looks real nice. Nice colours, nice hat. He can't glide though, which is yeah. Normal Knuckles can glide like this, but Steampunk doesn't seem to do it. They don't seem to update their characters for some reason. Right, so the next Steampunk Sonic stuff is to complete races. So that's the races over there. And these two you need to do Tornado Assault courses. So depending which one you want to do first, I kind of just want to get the Sonic over and done with because it's quite close. It's only 10 races. And then there's one more thing after that, so I'm going to go ahead and get that part done, and then we'll go back to doing the assault course. Now that we've done all the 10 races, we now have to do a total airtime of 180 seconds, and that is literally just to be in the air for 180 seconds. Just jumping up, that's about 1. If you go really high, what I want to test, it says airtime. Can you get airtime in this? The best way to test this is I'm going to go right to the floor and come out of it. I think I did it. Right, we've got 38 right now. Come out of it. It does. Right. So the best way you're going to be able to do this is to get a plane and just go in the air. Now it doesn't go up whilst you're in the air, but as long as you're counting or just roughly stay in the air for about 2-3 minutes, you can just sit up here in your plane, fly around, and when you're done, you can just drop down. And once you've timed yourself being in the air for a total of 3 minutes, you can drop down, and once you have dropped down, it will say that you've completed the quest. I found out just now that being up there for maybe about 4 or 5 minutes, so two extra minutes ish, it didn't give me the character until I actually dropped down to the floor. So now that I have Steampunk Sonic, I can go ahead and show you. Here he is. He's got cogwheels on the back of his shoes. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Pretty good. And now we have the Tornado Assault points. Now I said you'd be roughly doing the Shadow one for about, I don't know, how much was it? 5,000. I was getting roughly about 900-ish. If you guaranteed get 900-ish each time, you should be able to complete Shadow in roughly 6 times, 6 goes. But with Silver, you might take about 10, 12 maybe, depending how much you do. So it'll definitely take a decent while, but it's worth it. While I was doing that, I unlocked the Aviator Tails. That's an event that stays, and it's in Emerald Hill if you want to go check that one out. It's pretty nice. Oh, I really like the symbol at the back of his jacket, that's cool. Now, just checking my progress on Shadow, I have now completed that part, and it's also completed the next part, which is collect rings with a tornado, which, if yours hasn't done that, it should be exactly like how you do the Badniks one we did earlier, where I went into Pumpkin Hill and we just defeated Badniks with the tornado. So you don't have to do it in the game mode if you don't want to, but with the Sky Rings part, which I have next, I would advise you do it in the game mode, because there are a lot more Sky Rings in there, and places like this, like Green Hill and stuff, there's only a few of them around, and they take a little while to respawn as well. Plus, I haven't finished silver yet either, so if you haven't too, then I'd go back in. Now for silver, the next part is to collect metal scrap in New York City, which of course means you have to go to New York City. This is probably one of the worst things in this game, collecting the New York City scraps. I absolutely hate these challenges with a passion. But I'll see you once I've done that and completed the shadow part, because I'm on the last part of that. And now that I've done the shadow part, we can see whether I was right or not. Do I now have a duplicate? I do. So this is my original one, that's at level 2, and then this is the one I've just unlocked now. So there he is. He's got his goggles, got a cogwheel around like a necklace. I think it's a necklace there. His shoes, instead of red, they're brown. He's got cogwheels in the back of his shoes. It's pretty nice. All of this is the same. Now I'm wondering if they've updated their homing attack. Nope, they have not. Okay. That's Clockwork Shadow. And I'll get back to you once I've done this next part of Steampunk Silver. Now after you've done that, Silver has hoverboard boosts now. So all you got to do is grab out your hoverboard and just, you know, keep boosting. But like I said last time, if you head over to Radical Highway and then grab your hoverboard and come over here to this section, all you got to do is every time you stop moving, just boost. You can just keep spamming it in this area. Until you get 300. Now that we've done that, the next part is to collect emerald shards in Lost Valley. Another challenge that I hate doing on this game. But if we head over to Lost Valley. Now the things you are collecting are these green emeralds here, which you can also auto run, which is what I'm going to do. So I'll see you guys once I've done it. Now that we've finally done that, we should have Steampunk Silver. Here he is. Look at that, he's got a nice cloak on. That is really nice. Okay, he runs in this one, doesn't float. He does his flying float thing when he boosts though. Nice. He looks really nice. But let me know down in the comments which one you think is your favourite. Is it Sonic, Shadow or Silver? Which one is your favourite? I hope you guys found this video helpful and enjoyed it too. This event lasts for another 10 days from posting this, so like 9-10 days, something like that. Therefore next week there probably won't be another update unless there's a midweek update, but hopefully we get something cool next time. This was cool. Let me know what your favorite one was down in the comments, and make sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Goodbye.